Houston, say again, please.
Houston, we've had a problem.
Hey there folks, welcome you all to part 18 of Diablo 2 Resurrected on the Xbox Series X. We are exactly where we were at the end of part 17, and we have the ability to portal straight back to the Arcane Sanctuary. Just before we get going, I've had loads of feedback from you guys about how to smelt my gems together and do funky things with the cube that we picked up. So big shout outs to everyone who's been sending me messages on the old Twitter or YouTube machines trying to help out. We've had all sorts of people: Mashimi, Richard Moran, who else have we had? We've had Burnt Frets, we've had on Twitter, we've had William Parker and Andy and all sorts of other people. So if I've not shouted you out there, apologies. Dracor, I think you've been sending me more stuff as well. So thanks to everybody who's been sending tips and feedback and hints and helps. It's all much appreciated, and I have tried my damnedest to respond to you all. Timsky, you also replied today. So you'll all be lost. It's been a day since I gave you an episode. Anyway, should we crack in? Now, I'm going to try and use some of that feedback, and I can't remember who it was that suggested this, but one of you fine people suggested that I map I was going on and on about the fact, if you want to cut straight to the action, by all means wind forward. We are going to spend a little bit of time here. Just I'm going to try and make myself a new bow now that we know how to smelt some gems together. We'll get to that. But somebody did mention to me that the right trigger isn't mapped to anything at the moment, which in fact is the default fire for Dragon Age Inquisition, which is... I was moaning about the fact I kept picking stuff up with A. So there is an argument that says put the standard bow fire on the RT, so thanks to the person that suggested that. I may well do that, to be fair. I haven't got anything on the RB, have I? No. No, I have. I've got the fire shot. So that's the only thing that would... I suppose you take your finger off standard fire anyway to hit the power move. So I may well do that in a bit. However, let's crack into some smelting. So, not only have you guys been telling me that I can mix 3 gems together to make a better gem, you have also been telling me that we can mix possibly 3 potions together and get a better potion. So with the light potions, if you will, we can mix 3 of those together and get a standard potion, that kind of thing, or something of the ilk. I haven't tried it yet. So if we are to, well, we're going to have to put the cube either in our inventory or in... It's probably easier to do that, maybe, or maybe not. Let's try again. Right, we'll put the gems in the inventory. So let's try 3 reds, because we're not using those at the minute. Alright, so you can hold to put them in the cube as well, which is quite handy. Let's see what we get. Nice! Oh. Superb. Right, so we know how to do that now. That was added to armor. So it was the bow I wanted to read. So we could do some poison. I haven't got... Ah, damn it, I'm short of an electricity one, aren't I? God damn it. So I've got 3 poisons. I've got 3 blues. In fact, if we just take a whole pile of them out. Haven't tried mixing them right enough. I'm not sure what mixing 2 yellows with a green can do, if anything. If anything. And that's already a larger one, isn't it? Flawed amethyst, yeah. Alright, so let's try... What does that one do? Attack rating goes up. Alright. Open the cube! Might only get 1 shot at a... I'm not sure if you can do it, if you can mix and match. Let's try it. No, you can't. Can you do 2? No, you can't. So we're stuck for electricity at the moment. However, nice. So that's gone plus 20 poison damage over 4 seconds. Plus 4, that's on armor, dexterity and what have you. Well, this is well worth doing, folks. Absolutely. Right, we can't do anything with those because we don't have enough. What's that one? Oh, it's flawed diamond. Right, well, the cold one. 3 to 5 cold damage. As opposed to 1 to 3, so it's a bit of a jump. Don't actually have 3 of those purple ones, but it'll make one of those, no doubt. It'll make a flawed amethyst, I would think. Yeah, chipped amethyst. Well, we could... Can you buy these? You can't buy these gems anywhere, can you? Pretty sure you can't. I mean, what we could do is... We could... What's that? We could put that on it instead of... Plus 60 attack rate. Yeah, what I actually want is more electricity ones, and then I can put electricity on the superior composite boat. Which is why I'm hanging on to it, so I don't want to waste it. So, let's hang on to that and that. We've got to try and see if we can get another couple of chipped topazes. Also, quite a few of you now have told me that Wirt's leg. Thank you to the persons that have told me this. If you hang on to it, you can actually open a portal to somewhere else by using it in a certain way. So we shall do that at some point in the future. But I think someone suggested that it's possible you have to wait till the main campaign's over. Yeah, well, we've actually got 3 standard bows there that we could have tested with. Composite bow's got 4 to 9 damage on it. They've got 2 to 6, so it's a bit better. Alright, I think we'll crack on for now. Until we get another electricity. I don't want to lose my electric. I love my electric. I suppose we could do a fire. Just mix it up a bit. Should we do that? Make a fire bow. Until we've got an electric bow. I like the sound of that. And we can put poison in the middle of it. Let's do it, people. Let's do it. Let's do it! Yeah, 5 to 8 fire damage, lovely. I wonder what happens when you put 3 of the other ones together then. It's 5 to 8 fire damage. Yeah, I mean those 3 in a bow already is going to make it well more uber. Yeah, we can't actually do 3 of each. No, we can't. We don't have enough of any of the colours to try 3 of the bigger ones at the moment. I can see anyway. So, let's do it, people. Hold to equip. Nice. Well, do we want to do it on the composite? Why not? Relight my fire. Whoa, it's a beast. In fact, we could give that to our companion, couldn't we? Yeah, loads of lightning damage on that one. So if we take that back. Hey, where is she? Oh. I don't seem to have her. Did she die? Oh no, there she is. You're talking nonsense, Stephen. Nonsense. So at the moment she's got my last decent one, which was 2 to 6. Very fast attack speed. 2 to 16 lightning. And that's 1 to 22 lightning with 75 poison and blah blah blah, yeah. It's got way more on it.
I'll put that to good use.
You better. Put that one in there for now. Hang on a minute. Why have I still got a... No, I've just had too many of them, I think. Alright, should we crack on and see how we get on with that? It's awesome. Yeah, 10 to 16 fire damage. 20 poison. 10 to 16 fire damage on there. 2 to... Ah, right, the base level of... Yeah. So, the least damage I'll get from fire is 10 now, as opposed to the 2 that was with the lightning. So that's going to be well better, isn't it? Superb! Right, should we crack on? Let us be going to... the Arcane Sanctuary. Did we clear our inventory out? Let's just dump a couple of things there, sorry. We'll sell them at least.
Good evening.
Could I interest you in a pink vase of that and throw them on the floor by mistake? Can tell I've not played for a few days, right? Right, let's go. Let's do this. Arcane Sanctuary. Woo!
Am I the first to find this arcane fortress?
Try to decide how... Oh, crikey. Right, okay. Teleport pad. Is this just going to be a big bunch of teleport pads, is it? On each side. Hey, why did you pick that up, Steve? Because it said Claymore and you were like, ah! It's a 3-socketed Claymore, that. Keep it in my shared inventory, maybe. I'm feeling the extra damage, I have to say. Alright, it's working a wee treat, that. Whoa, what's that thing? What's that gold thing there? Spectre. Nice. Return to town, scroll. Keep hitting the wrong button. It's because I've been playing Dead Space 2. For those of you that were hoping for me to play that as a Let's Play, it is on its way. Haven't uploaded any of it yet, but I've recorded 4 2-hour sessions of it. It cometh. Hey. Yeah, we'll just hang on to all of that, I think. For now. Also, someone rather bright, thank you for this as well, told me you can heal your companion. Possibly by holding left trigger and using the D-pad to heal, but I've yet to try that theory. She does in the main part do alright. It's only when we get to a big sort of bossy type fight that things go a bit weird. She suddenly just drops to the floor. Talking of which, where the bloody hell's she gone? Do you down here, Iantha, instead of away up there having a wander about? Ooh, had to whip out the old double arrows there. Greater mana potion. That's the first time I've seen one of them. Thank you very much indeed. Fuck. Right, where's the Iantha gone? And why did those things just got poisoned? Oh, that's the Iantha there. I thought that was an enemy firing at me. What a muppet. Scroll of identity. Your experience teaches you well. Not far from a level up. I've still to decide whether or not running out of stamina affects your fighting. Rack 'em and stack 'em, people. Here we go. Rack 'em up, make 'em fall. Heavy boots, man, heavy. Will she actually shoot up the way at those other guys? I wonder. Yeah, she does. Nice. Ow. Put like a thing of fire on the floor there, didn't he? Sacred globe. Well, that all seems to be discovered, doesn't it? What about over there? Did we get everything over here? Looks like it. Maybe not. Yeah, we did. I think we just did a big massive circle, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Just done a massive circle around the place. Oh no, this is undiscovered. Yeah, here we go. Ow. Level up and ride your pony! Here we go, people. Woohoo! Level up time! The Ghoul Lord, is it? Self-proclaimed, no doubt. Right, well, I think we'll celebrate by leveling up, people. Let's go and stand by Yantha so she can protect us. Right. I think I was getting excited about the double bows last time we were in it. Double arrows, I should say. Yeah, that was our avoid, wasn't it? So that's the multiple shot. So we could put it in there. Ah, 3 arrows. Oh, I'm going for that, I think, people. Let's do it. Am I doing it? Let's do it. Oh. Can go up to 5 arrows. Fucking have it. Right, I am wondering though. Let's have a look. Ugh. Oh, that's just general skills. So... How do you map the standard fire button? Where is it? Oh, there, it's there. Let's try it on the right trigger. See how we get on with it. See if my brain can actually recognise the fact that I've changed that now. Yeah, that feels pretty funky. And that, yeah, I kind of like that. That was a good idea, that. Thank you, sir. Thank you to the fine gentleman that suggested that. I've got all of your comments all mixed up. So in my brain, I've got no idea who said what, but you know I appreciate it. I have tried to respond to you all textually. Textual feeling. Oh, there he goes. And then presses A to shoot. Ribby, ribby, ribby! Nice, well that does get around the problem of picking shit up I don't want. Oh. Didn't actually spend our points. So, I think we'll take the strength up a little bit, shall we? Base level's 48. Base level is 45, so we're getting perks that are topping those up at the minute. Hey, one on each of these, is it? Dexterity, what was the base on that? 45, yeah, so the base is lower. Tell you what, let's risk it. We'll do health next time. Yeah, it's gonna take my brain a little while to get used to A not being a fire button. I keep pressing it. Several ways to go. Oh, hello. Curious as to how we're doing for arrows, because yeah, I was going to say I've not seen any for a while. 164 plus 350 in there. Not seen any drop for a little bit. Oh, 3 arrows or what? Oh, gold, shiny gold. Fanged helm. Strangling gas potion. Whoa, hello now. Oh, it's a yellow broadaxe.
Overburdened.
Thought you might be. Well, seven to 20 damage on the pilum.
Good day.
Good day. Thank you. Hey. I suppose it does go up a little bit in damage, but I've got more perks on this javelin. And it's fast, very fast attack.
Good day.
Why have I got the Horadric Staff in here? Is it because I feel like I need it for the next part of the quest? I think I do. Yeah, I was just going to test the theory with the potions, which is why I've kept those. Oh, steady. Oh. Light. 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 No, it doesn't do anything with light potions. Unless it's more than 3, sorry. No, it doesn't seem to be. Unless it's minor. Maybe minors do it and lights don't. Yeah, no, I don't know. Doesn't do anything with the miners anyway. The lights, sorry. Hang on to a few for now. Well, there's something we can try. There's 3 sapphire ones. Whoa, hello. So it's a proper sapphire now. Can be inserted into sockets. Sweet! Ready, Steve? Well, we'll definitely be making use out of the bigger gems once we get enough of the smaller ones to make them. I think someone also said in the comments that if you hold down left trigger, oh, not in here, but if you hold down left trigger, I think you can auto-populate, I can't remember what it said now. You can auto-populate the top row of this with whatever's in the bottom row, I think. Try and see what that means. That was my greater mana potion, wasn't it? Although, while we're here, chop up these arrows. Ethereal cannot be repaired. Oh, really? Well, get out my inventory then. That's the way you feel about it. Oh, there's arrows there. Silly boy. Right, I think that'll do, people. Let's carry on. Onward! Onward! Sure, that heavy armor's taking more taking more stamina off me than a light armor. Well, I feel like we should be going back to our teleport place. Portal. There's one more look up here. So we're going to lead back to the same place, I feel. So, there's the portal and we haven't gone up the way yet. I think.
Hello.
Start hanging on to a few of these bits in case I do ever do another run. Snake's Ring. come. Small charm, is it? Nice. Set them on fire with my new bow. Got double whammy there, fire and lightning, because the Anther went for him at the same time. Well, these greater mana potions are becoming a thing, aren't they? 2 of them now. Whoa, have a bit of 3-bow action, eh? Thank you. Chest with nothing in it. Well, that wasn't worth it. The Anther, there's a fight here, thank you. Quite literally just stood there looking into space. Hello? Join in, please. Whoa. Arrows, lovely. the shiny gold! Well... 10% faster hit recovery she's got on her at the minute. 16 defense. 23 defense. Might be better for her. +1 to energy. Fire resist plus 8%. I think I prefer her attack. Right, let's go. I think the old Alan Wake remaster came out today. I'm going to be tempted with that. Must be said. One of my fave games. It's only £22, £24 if you get it online, I think. Fantastic game if you've never played it. If you like a little bit of the suspense and horror. The bodies pile up. Crikey. Yeah, what a difference that is. I'm not just picking up random stuff while I'm shooting here. Superior longbow, really?
I am overburdened.
Thought you might be. Right, well, this house is clean. I think there's only the portal left to do. If we can find a way back to it. Yes, I may have got slightly lost, people. Seem to be in a whole kind of section. Need to find the big bit that I started off at. Whoa. Okay, well, I haven't done this bit before. Those 3 arrows are brilliant. Hey, oh yeah, there's the portal, I can see it. Well, it might be worth a... maybe not. Just keep going for now, I think. Well, that's where we came in. So it's this one, isn't it? We need to check out. Oh god, how many teleport pads have we got here? Come on now. Where are we now, please? Why do I feel like I went through the portal and came out in the same place? Chip topaz, is that? Yeah, that's what we were looking for, wasn't it? For an extra lightning. Aye. Make a big lightning one now. I'm overly sure I could have done this in any particular different order. Oh, we can go down there actually to a different portal, can't we? Confused much? Just saw some lightning there, what's that? Something's hammering me. Fucking hell, it's one of these badges. That guy all about, I'm invincible! Oh, here we go. No, I haven't been here. We're supposed to shot them from the other side. Well, well, I say. Finally used a few potions up. I think maybe I should put some of my money in the bank. What do you think? 45,000 gold. What the shit? Ow. I've never been more confused in my life, people. Let's keep going. This level with a melee weapon would be particularly annoying. Killing most of this stuff from a platform that I can't get to them on. Hey. I don't know, like, I don't know. I feel like we've been there already. Yes, we haven't been through this one. I remember going down the bottom one first. Well, we've opened that chest. Let's go up here. Hey, I've no idea what the end game is meant to be in this level. It's like... Like, we don't even know... Does it tell us in our quest what the hell we're meant to be doing? Oh, here we go. 7 tombs. Take the staff to Tal Rasha's tomb. Find Horazons Journal. Quest has been updated. Oh fuck, summoner. Well, he's dead. So much for you laughing.
I am overburdened.
Right, well... I love his laugh and then I just killed him. Well, we've got 8 slots in that belt. Could carry more potions. But... well, its defense is up. I'll lose a whole bunch of other stuff. It really does dawn on me that there is 0 point in trying to just collect and sell stuff in this game. You should really only pick it up if you really need it, because you're getting so much coin just from running around. You don't need to sell stuff, do you? Well, what is all this about? Looks like the PlayStation symbols. What's happening? Horazons Journal. Journal.
Seekers of the tomb of Tal Rasha will find it through the portal, but know that the glowing glyphs recorded here in my arcane sanctuary are the signs of the 6 false tombs. The missing 7th sign marks the tomb of Tal Rasha. Of the Horadrim, he might be called the foremost. It was a shining but brief moment for the mage clans when they set aside their differences and worked together against the common enemy. The Horadrim relentlessly pursued the 3 across the desolate empires of the east and even into the uncharted lands of the west, leaving the Archangel Tyrael's hands unblemished. Presuming the 3 to be vanquished, the Horadrim's unstable fellowship began to dissipate. Abandoning their sacred charge to safeguard the 3 soul stones, the disparate mage clans began to squabble amongst each other over petty differences. Their conflicts not only dissolved their brotherhood, but strengthened the evils which they had buried beneath the cold earth.
Okay.
Seekers.
Canyon of the Magi. Good grief. Here goes nothing. Well, there is a waypoint, I believe, in the Canyon of the Magi. Yes, there it is. There, right in front of you, Stephen, in fact. Yoo-hoo! Loot Go Lane. Let's go and dump a few bits and then we can crack on.
You must move quickly now, friend, for Diablo is undoubtedly close to finding what he seeks. Find the tomb of Tal Rasha before he frees the Lord of Destruction.
Right, no pressure then.
That this false summoner found peace in death. Unfortunately, it is more likely that he will be dragged down into hell by the demons he was bound to. Let this be a lesson to you. Demonic magic is a quick path, but its powers are seductive and deadly.
It is an honor to serve you.
Well, might as well hang on to that. Don't know why I've got that. Well, we've got 3 of these now, so we can make a nice big one of them. Nice. 1 to 14 lightning damage. Yeah, can't do anything else at the minute. I mean, that said, could actually put some stuff in our armours that we've hung on to for the very sake of that, but we've got pretty decent stuff at the minute is the problem. Yeah, poison lake's reduced. Sure was a handy one. What? Gone right past, haven't I? Right, well, we have reached the hour mark, people. I think this is a perfect place to wrap things up for this part and begin the next part. Thoroughly enjoying that once again after a number of days breaks recording a bit of Dead Space 2. It has been an honour and a privilege serving for you once again in Diablo 2 Resurrected on the Xbox Series X, and I shall catch you in the next one, folks. Take it easy. Bye.